Welcome, welcome, peace to all. This is the Campaign Trail Sunday School edition. And we here on this beautiful Sunday, September 29th, checking in with some thought provoking concepts, subjects, topics. I didn't think I was going to be on here Saturday or Sunday, but got some free time and some ideas. So, of course, I wanted to tap on in and go over this subject right here, which is who is qualified to be our law enforcer? Who is qualified to be our law enforcers, our judges, or our authorities? Who will we mind? Today is Sunday. People that's into church, if we still even believing in God or church, who will we mind? Who will we obey? Who do we who do we obey? Who will we obey? Who do we mind? Who will we mind? Who do we consider is qualified to be our authority, or our law enforcer or judge? That's some good questions, right? Because they're gonna be absolutely necessary in order to keep the chaos away, to be able to raise your family, to have any type of peace, respect, structure, order has to be based on law and somebody that's going to be the law enforcers and the authorities, right? George Allen, Walaikum Salam. Roberto 662, salute. Who will we mind? Who will we mind? Who will we obey? Who will we respect as our authority, as our law enforcer? Somebody that's going to put law on us and enforce it on us, put discipline on us and enforce it on us. Who's qualified to be our judges? Baby E, what up? Peace. So yeah, that's what I had that on my brain today as I'm seeing all of the wild lawlessness, all of the accusations of being criminals. Everybody's a criminal, or this person is a monster, or these people are liars and they not no good and they not qualified for this and they not qualified for that. When it comes down to it, who is qualified? Who is qualified to enforce law, to put law on us and enforce it? What qualifies a person to be a law enforcer or authority or a judge? Who will we mind? Who should we mind? Who should we obey? Who should we follow? Ain't that a fair question in these lawless, outlaw, rebellious times that we living in, where we can't control our own children, we can't control the people that we supposed to be responsible for. We get accused of being um, disrespectful or unprotective, like especially males, black males. We get accused of not respecting and protecting the black females or women, but we can't control them. How can we protect or respect who we cannot righteously control? If you will not submit to our control and our authority, then you do not qualify for our protection. You cannot be protected if we cannot control you. And I mean control, like Janet Jackson, control. So them are some interesting words: control, obey, submit, and train. Control, obey, submit, and train. Those are authority words, right? Who are we going to allow to be our authority? Who are we going to submit to and allow to be our authority, our law enforcer, or our judge? Somebody has to judge us, right? If you go to get a job somewhere or you go take a test, somebody is going to judge your answers or judge your qualifications, judge your workflow. So only God can judge me. I mean, it's Sunday. We love using that little line or Tupac lyric or something. Only God can judge me. Is that true? Absolutely false. That's a lie. Only God. No, he gives every human being a brain. Everybody can judge you, and everybody does judge you, and you judge everybody. So that's a subject, for today. Sunday school subject on the campaign trail. Who's qualified? Who do we say is qualified, or what are the qualifications that it takes to be our law enforcers, to be our authorities or our judges? That's a good Sunday school topic, right? It involves God and stuff like that, or spirituality, or whatever your belief system is. Do we believe that no human being has authority over us? Do we believe that no other human beings have authority over us? Is that a healthy thought? Is that an accurate thought? Is that a false thought? False concept? Salute Patrick Muhammad Walaikum Salam. Keith McCauley. Peace to you. Peace. Because we having problems in the society, right? We having problems in our own household, problems in our own relationship regarding authority. Regarding authority, right? Regarding control, obedience, submission, training, discipline. Man, anybody want to talk about that with me? Who will we mind? Who are we having the most problems in that area with? Do we have children, or our children not respecting our authority? Do we have authority over our children? Should we have authority over our children? What qualifies us to be our children's authority or law enforcer or judge? Do we have the same problem if we males with our women? Do we have problems having them to respect our authority? Do we even have authority over our women or our woman? Do we have righteous control? You know what I'm saying? Are we able to put discipline on them? Will they submit, or do they submit to us? Do they allow themselves to be trained by us? Baby E, honestly, I think it's hard being that this generation is not willing to listen to older individuals. So is older a qualification? Is that a qualification? Just because we older, is that what they're supposed to recognize and submit to? Because we're older? Because a lot of older people are losers or failures, and the youth is looking at us like, what have you done that's supposed to be so quality that I should listen to you? Who, even though we've been through things a lot of us haven't experienced yet, I'm saying if we're not successful in their eyes, then it don't matter what we've been through, because we ain't nothing that they want to emulate. We don't have nothing that they want to emulate. Roberto, Instagram is truth. I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, that's so is age supposed to be the thing that qualifies us to be a law enforcer or an authority, or is age just mean you older than somebody? I'm just older than you, but you might be more successful, you might be more healthy, you might be more intelligent, you might be more accomplished, and you're younger than me. So what does age really have to do with it? Unless we can be specific about what things that age is supposed to make us more qualified in. Because it's a lot of old punks and old cowards and old sellouts out here. You know what I'm saying? Did that make them our authority? Who should we mind? Who should we listen to? Who should our children listen to? Should our children listen to us and obey us? Why? Because we made them or we took care of them. Okay, maybe that's a qualification. Somebody that's taking care of you, somebody who's taking care of you in a way that you wasn't able to take care of yourself. Maybe they earn the right to be an authority, but how do you enforce that? How do you enforce that? So now we in the age of straight lawlessness. We at the age, we've reached the time in history or prophecy where everybody is doing their own thing and they don't even acknowledge no such thing as a human authority. I don't follow no man. I fear no man. Only God can judge me, as though God is not a man. So we all over the place, totally rebelled against the natural laws of the supreme being, which is the human being. Everybody on their own time, everybody on their own agendas, on some individuality stuff. And how is that working out for us? How is that working out for us? Yet we would come together and push a line and say that one of these two presidential candidates is qualified to be our authority, our law enforcer, our judge. We should submit to them and to their laws and their rules for 4 years. Why would we ever do that? Why would we ever do that? Why would adults ever vote for somebody that, or some two people that have proved to not be qualified, probably to rule or run their own household, let alone 300 million Americans' households. But yeah, this is more of a mental and a spiritual personal issue. If we can't submit, if we can't recognize authority, human authority over us, especially among our own people, then we already lost. If we won't recognize and acknowledge and respect the natural gender authority, the gender authority, then we already lost. Children are naturally built in with a certain type of respect for their mother, because they came from their mother, and that respect is originally just based on affection and love and just a spiritual bond, because you was forming in the body of your mother, in the womb of your mother for 9 months. But then once we get here and we start being influenced by other ideas and other influences, then we might disrespect the mother that produced us or raised us or protected us. And how is the mother going to handle that? Who is the mother going to blame their rebellious children on? All of these children, that's most of us, at least in the Black community in America, are products of single mothers. So once we start rebelling against our single mother, how is she supposed to handle that? What is she supposed to do about that? Is she responsible? Is she to blame for our rebellion? Yes or no? Are the Black males to blame for our Black women's rebellion? Yes or no? That's what I want to know. This is about Sunday school. Who's qualified to be our authority? Who is qualified to be our authority, our law enforcers, our judges, our disciplinarians? Who will we mind? Who should we mind as adults? As adults, once we become adults, who should we mind? Who should be our authorities? Jack Johnson, that's not answering the question. You know what I'm saying? Far as that first part of the sentence, I'm saying we need to be self-governed under our own national flag and constitution. Self-governed under national flag, that's a contradiction. You mean we should be self-governed under a self flag, or we should be nationally governed under a national flag? Do you understand that that don't make no sense based on the context of what we're talking about here? The question is, who's qualified to be our enforcers, our authorities, our judges? Who will we mind? Am I not making sense? Is that not making sense? We would have to agree on this question first before we even start talking about our own national flag and constitution, right? Or do we not? I don't know, man. I don't know where we at. So like that's part of it. So if I'm whatever age I am and whatever accomplishments or uh unity among black people that God might have blessed me to be able to accomplish compared to someone else or other people that haven't had that kind of influence or wisdom or understanding on how to bring people together. um is Are you going to disagree because you just have the right, you have the ability to disagree, or are you going to join on with somebody that you see has a track record of rulership or governance over your own people more than you do? You know what I'm saying? This is the problem right now. Everybody going to say we need to come together. We need to come together. We need to unite. That's impossible if you don't identify an authority. That's impossible. You have to identify and respect and submit and follow a head, an authority. Do y'all know that? Do you know that it's impossible to be united without an authority? So that's part of what this Sunday school subject is about. Who is who is the authority that we gonna recognize? Who will we mind? Because we're gonna have to mind somebody. Who will we obey? Because we're gonna have to obey somebody, human being. I don't follow no man. Okay, well then you already disqualified yourself. Baby E, a lot of our people who was in position to push a black agenda have been deleted. Egos play a big role as well. I don't, we see a lot. Anybody that's following me or that know anything about me, I'm in the Nation of Islam. I've been in the Nation of Islam for 34 years, about 34 years registered. So nobody has pushed a greater line in our lifetime than Farrakhan, right? And I'm with him. I'm proving that I acknowledge and recognize who is most qualified, who got the greatest track record, who pushed the greatest black agenda line and all of that. He ain't been assassinated. He ain't had no ego issues. So I've been with him for that. So those of us that say that that's the criterion, why ain't they with him? Why ain't they with the same nation and national constitution and flag and all of that I'm with? You know what I'm saying? All that sounds revolutionary and good and pro-black and pro-African, but I've been living it. I've been doing it. What about the rest of us? You know what I'm saying? What is the rest of our excuse? I identified this at 18 years old, 19 years old. I identified and recognized this when I was 19 years old and been with it ever since. I'm 55 now. What is the rest of our excuse? Who is more qualified? Who are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? We talking about people is assassinated. It ain't no black leaders left. Ain't no black organizations. And like, what? What? That's a bold-faced lie. You know what I'm saying? Michael Love, Dan, that's a good question because our enemy does everything in their power to keep us separated so we all don't unite. But we are uniting. Like I said, if y'all even listening to me, if you like anything or respect anything about me, whether it's my music, whether it's my what I'm doing now, anything, it came directly as a result of being a follower of Farrakhan in the Nation of Islam, a military line, disciplinary, chain of command organization with chain of command with authorities, you know what I'm saying, above me, you know what I'm saying, that I recognize and submit to and obey gladly. I'm a follower of men. I'm a follower, right? So why ain't nobody else like and we don't suffer from what our wild, lawless, independent thinker, whatever, so-called independent revolutionary people is suffering from. We don't suffer from that. So that's why I even get on here and ask these questions, because I know that we're not successful out here doing our own thing. We're not happy. We're not united. We ain't running our families and our communities. We all over the place. It's not working. It's an epic fail. So after all else fails, why not try the thing that been here in your face since before you was born, that was working? That has worked better than any other Black unity organization or nation. Like, why? You don't have to. You don't have to do nothing. You can do whatever you want to do. But why talk Black? Why talk Black nationalism or Black nation business? And why talk that talk and you ain't never walking the walk? So then those of us that been walking the walk, when it's finally our time to talk, like, what I'm saying, we've been doing it. Like, it ain't really nothing to talk about. But now I guess since the pandemic and everybody, have to sit down and get online and preach or go to school on a laptop, I guess now this is open the floodgates to be online talking about what we live. And it's just incredible. It's just incredible for me to see all of the excuses, like all of the scholars, and everybody is so scholarly researchers and Black historians, and ain't built nothing. Quoting all of these scholars and such, quote, like, okay, where's the proof? Where's the proof of your scholarship? Where is the works? Where is the nation unity? Where is the Constitution, government, schools, farmland, hospitals, businesses? Like, where is it? Because we got it. We've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got every reason in the world not to join on with this wheel. They want to reinvent their own wheel. Like, you got a better version of a wheel that you ain't even got rolling yet. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Jack Johnson, you want to hop on here with me? Because it's alive and you're saying the Most High. So let's identify exactly who and what and where this Most High is. What is the Most High? Is it a man? Is it an individual that we can identify? Is it a imaginary concept? What is the Most High, and where is the Most High? And how can we prove that this Most High is actually the Most High? So let me put this StreamYard link in the chat, because it's Sunday school. So let's talk about the Most High and how that relates to this question. Who's qualified to be our law enforcer, our authority, our judge, our disciplinarian? Who should we mind? Talking about human beings, because if you're talking about the most high, what is the most high? Where is the most high? We supposed to only mind the most high, and only the most high can judge us. What is the most high? Where is it? Creo the traveler. Dudes ain't moving till the power of Satan is broken. Well, they're gonna be broken. If they wait until the power of Satan is broken, then they're gonna be broken with the power of Satan, and it's gonna be too late. They won't be able to benefit. If you wait until after Satan, you're gonna be caught up with it, because only the soldiers that's on the side of the ones that's breaking the power of Satan is gonna be able to benefit. Nobody on the sidelines is going to benefit. No cheerleaders and no spectators will benefit. You have to be in the war. That's how this works. No free lunch, sneaking in. You know what I'm saying? That none of that works with the laws of divine warfare. Creole the traveler, who is God? Absolutely, that's the question. They say the Most High is a spirit. You have high, and then you have the Most High, chef, chief, cornerstone. Get on live with me, because you just typing. I don't understand it, and I don't want to misunderstand or disrespect text words. I don't know what those text words mean. That's why I said, hop on the live. And I put the link right there. It's Digital Soapbox Network, StreamYard link. So you can actually let me know and let us all know, because this would be beneficial. What better question could be asked and answer could be answered? Who is the Most High? Please absolutely specifically identify the Most High. Is it a he? Is it a it? Blue God, they say the Most High. They say the most, I guess, high is in space, a spirit. I mean, I want to know anybody that's bringing the Most High up, because my Most High is a human being, a male human being, a human man that's alive right now. That's the Most High for me, to me, and I can identify them. So who is your Most High, and where is your Most High? Because if that's the only one that you're going to obey or submit to, then show me how you submit to somebody or something that you can't identify, that you can't prove. Show me how it speaks to you. Show me what information or what writings or what it gave you. Is that just your imagination? Is the Most High just your imagination? Because my Most High is not my imagination. My Most High is a specific man that I can point to. Eric Wright, what's up? Salute. Yeah, definitely still got love for him. But the subject right now that we suffering from is a lack of knowledge of God, right? The knowledge of God, the knowledge of self, the knowledge of the time we living in and what must be done, the knowledge of the enemy that's waging war on us, that we think is our friends, or I guess, I don't know. So we are destroyed because we won't or don't identify who is our righteous authority, who's our righteous judge, who should we mind, who should we listen to, who should we obey, who should we follow, who should we submit to. Who? It got to be something, because we definitely want people to do all of that for us, to us. We want people to follow us, cooperate with us, listen to us, obey us, submit to us. Don't lie and say you don't. If you're a man and you got a woman and children, you definitely want them to do that to you. If you're a woman and you got children, or you are a boss chick and you got employees, you definitely want them to do that to you. So what qualifies us? What qualifies us? Creole, the traveler. We are at that point. Which one will survive the war of Armageddon? Right? The war of Armageddon, the holy war of righteousness against wickedness. Which one will survive? Right? Not which one will win, which one will survive. So that's a whole different subject. That's a whole different word. Which one will survive? So that suggests that's two different things going on. It didn't say which one will win the war of Armageddon, which one will survive the war of Armageddon. That means it's another party involved for those that know which one, the two that was talking about. It was talking about the flag of Islam, freedom, justice, and equality, and then the cross, the Christian cross. Which one will survive the war of Armageddon? Randall Robinson, higher and lower self. How do you prove your higher self? If you're saying the most high is the higher and lower self, that means you as the individual. So when you're 3 years old, what's your higher self? You know what I'm saying? So when you're 3 years old or 2 years old or 5 years old, then you're obeying your higher self? Or do you have a literal separate other human being authority that you follow and that you submit to and obey? As adults, though, yeah, if we're talking as adults, so you say once we become adults, then nobody is qualified to be superior to us. Nobody is qualified to be our authority. We don't have to listen to nobody. We don't have to obey nobody once we become an adult. Once we become an adult, nobody, no other human being has power over us, has authority over us. Is that what you're saying? Because that's the problem here. That's the problem. This is why our communities are failing and in shambles, because before it's community, it's individuals, it's household first. It's the relationship between male and female. That determines the condition of the city block. That determines the condition of the community. That determines the condition of the society, and that determines the condition of the nation. It all starts with what your condition is at home, your ability to relate to your natural spouse, your natural mate. If you can't establish authority or respect as the authority in a relationship, it's just going to trickle down. It's just going to roll downhill. That disrespect and lawlessness or whatever just rolls downhill. So how many of us are successful as men? This page, this channel right here is 94% males. 94% males subscribe to this channel. So we talk a lot of male talk. So as males, how successful are we? Especially as black males, black descendants of slave males. Most of our women is totally out of control, totally disrespectful, totally do not acknowledge our natural authority over them or over our own children. How is that working out for us? Are we able to enforce righteous law and discipline on our women? And we can't do it on our children because she got the influence over our children, right? So who will we mind? What qualifies us? What qualifies us men that's supposedly, according to the laws of nature and history or whatever, that's supposed to be the natural authority over our families, the natural authority over our women, our woman, and our children? If we ain't even got that, we can't even, bring our woman into submission. What I mean? With wisdom. I ain't talking about physical force or violence or nothing like that. talking about with the wisdom of a man, then what can we do? If we can't control them, what can we control? George Allen, I've been married 35 years. Well, if you've been married to a black woman 35 years, I salute you. I don't know your grade level, but that's definitely commendable. Much respect. I don't know the condition of your relationship though. I don't know if she running you. Not no disrespect, but you know what I'm saying? That's commendable for sure. But we don't know, I don't know what the authority dynamic is in that relationship. Um, but those to me seem to be the most qualified. Any man that's been married and still is married for that long or any over 10, 15, 20 years, and I would say certainly that those are the most qualified in the society to be in rulership because you understand personalities, you understand the ups and the downs and the trials and tribulations that come with having to be responsible for people other than yourself. Lou God, certain sisters, mothers, mother sisters don't even respect their own sons. Yeah, I mean, but how much respect are you supposed to give them? What kind of respect? That's too broad. Respect them what kind of way? You know what I mean? What kind of respect are they supposed to give them? I don't understand that. I could see if you said they don't respect they sons' fathers, that could be more general. But what kind of respect are you supposed to give your son? I don't understand that. George Allen, yes, sir. Thanks to my FOI training, both son and daughter are successful young adults. Man, all praise is due to Allah, to the Most High, identifiable Most High God, right? For sure. Creole the Traveler, qualify yourself for positions awaiting you. Yeah, we all have to qualify ourselves, but we have to show and prove our qualification. So if we are supposed to be the natural authorities, we are supposed to be the natural law enforcers, the natural protectors, the natural judges, the natural disciplinarians, then we're supposed to be able to show our qualifications for that. What are our qualifications to be able to do all of that to another human being? Um, Lou God, yeah, some take their frustrations out on their sons. I mean, many do. Many of us, we take our frustrations out on our woman. Our women take their frustrations out on our children, or they take their frustrations out on their man. Some women, a lot of women abuse their men in various ways. Um, Creole the Traveler, what positions await after the power of Satan is broken? We wouldn't even have to worry about that. So I don't, I hear you, Creole, but I don't I don't waste time talking about utopias and all of that when we at war. You understand? A responsible person is not going, especially a soldier, is not going to waste their time talking about nothing else but the task at hand, not what stuff is going to be like after the war is won. No, you got to focus on winning the war. So I don't even entertain that. No disrespect, but I don't entertain that. I'm trying to strengthen us up to be in the war, not thinking about some celebrations or whatever going to happen after the war. You know what I'm saying? As a sperm, you didn't know nothing about an egg. You didn't know nothing about a vaginal tract. You just knew that I have to swim my hardest. This is the struggle that I'm up against right here, right now. I don't know what's going to come after this. I know I'm supposed to swim my hardest as a sperm right now in this present struggle. Jack Johnson, if your God is a man, I know who created your God according to, well, Jack Johnson, I invited you on here, I think a couple of times. I'm gonna invite you one more time, and this is how I'm gonna start purging this page. Because if you're Jack Johnson, that means you're a man. If you're a man and you follow this page or you follow me, that means that you know man rules and you should know man code, which is instead of typing, if another man is live and he's asking you to talk to him live, man to man, real time, and you refuse, then that's not man, that's not mannish, that's not man business. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I can't really even then acknowledge certain comments or whatever because I can't respect it. If I'm sitting here, the subject is about how do we show, improve, and qualify for the respect to be submitted to it and respected as a judge or authority, and you're not showing up for that, then I can't respect that. I can't respect it. Um, I'm 57 years old and my wife considers herself a Christian. So I would say I have been holding it down as the authority in our home. George Muhammad Mas, number 6 FOI since 1993. Um, I hear you. I hear you, George Muhammad. But why is your wife a Christian? Why does your wife consider herself a Christian and you her head? If you're her head and you're a Muslim, then why doesn't your wife consider herself a Muslim? Right? Jack, you say you're trying to get on, but it's not connecting. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Jack. Just follow the link and follow the prompts or whatever StreamYard say do. It's not hard. I don't know. But our wife is supposed to reflect what we are, right? She's supposed to be our helpmeet, our second self. She's not supposed to be something else other than what we are, right? Is that equally yoked? Is that your wife? Is that your wife? If you're a Muslim and you're not a Christian, but your wife is a Christian, is she yours? Or is she the pastor's? Is she the Christian pastor's? You understand what I mean? How can we say that that's mine and she don't share your most important belief, which is the belief in God and his prophets? That's just a question. It's a man question. It's not a disrespectful question, just a man question, a logical question that a man would ask once he hears that. Um, but who's qualified? Who's qualified to be our law enforcers, to be our authorities, to be our judges? Who will we mind and why? Does our family mind us? Does our family look to us as the authority, as the head? If so, why? What laws do we put on them? What requirements and disciplines and rules and codes do we put on them? Do we think we don't have the authority? We don't have the right to put no laws on them? Do we think we don't have the right to enforce no laws on them? Do we think as a man we don't have the right to punish or chastise those under our authority or charge? How many of us, or women especially, will sign up for the military? They'll sign up for the military and let them inject them with whatever inoculations that the military say you got to be injected by. Go through basic training, boot camp, get screamed at, cussed at, make you cry, all kind of stuff, and they're gonna submit to it. But you as the black man who has the natural authority over your own black woman, you try to do any of that, are you going to be successful? They sign up for that. They voluntarily sign up for that. Do they sign up for that with us? Do we inspire that type of obedience and submission in our woman? The woman that got our child or children? They know how to sign up and obey. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine men, officers or officials or authorities there, they know how to sign up for and obey corporate authority men, political authority men. They know how to do all of that. They know how to even sign up for gym membership authority men and be trained. Oh, my trainer, I have a trainer. He's training me. You know what I'm saying? But let you, as the natural black man authority trainer, try to tell your woman, I need to train you. I need to train you. You need to be trained. What? I ain't no puppy. I ain't no dog. What the hell are you talking about? Train. Oh, yeah. So who's qualified? Who's qualified? Who will we let train us? Who will we let teach us, guide us, lead us? And what a subject. What a subject. George Allen or Muhammad, we were married before I got registered. She respects my belief and it's been working for us. It's a good question though, my brother. I know believers who have been married and it didn't work out. I mean, it depends on what your definition of workout is. Like I said, I'm not trying to get all in your personals, but you brought it up. You brought it up. So, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there because, yeah, I'll leave it there, bro. I'll leave it there. You know where I'm going, but I'm not. A hint to the wise is sufficient. You know what I mean? I really said it already. I already said the principle. So you can according to the laws of any organization, but especially God and Jesus or messengers or messiahs, you can come as you are. You can come as you are, but you can't stay that way. You can't stay that way. Not in my house. Not if I'm really the leader. If I'm really the leader, whatever I am, you're going to have to be. Otherwise, that's not working. That doesn't work. That means she's running you. And this is my opinion. My opinion is she's leading you. She's controlling you because she's not allowing you, to quote unquote control her. If what you have, how can you be the leader? How can you be the head? And your belief, the most important belief is the belief of God. That's the foundation of existence. And y'all differ. That's your wife that's supposed to be your second self, but she has a totally different belief or understanding in the God. That means that she's running you. She's your authority because you're allowing that. So that's just my opinion, my brother. That's just my opinion. We all got them. I'm not gonna say that's a fact, but just my logical brain. That's the way my brain thinks. I logically look at the natural roles and the natural function of the male and the female, and especially when it comes to spirituality and spiritual authority and rank. But you said it works for you, so that's like certain people say, well, I'm successful. Okay, it depends on what success means to you. Some people think money is success. Some people think fame is success. So all that's up for interpretation, right? Um, Chris Johnson, you know, I'm from Chicago, and brother, I'm proud to say I'm on the same page as you, man. Salute, salute. Proud to say I'm on the same page as you. You know, all of us hopefully on the same page on certain percentages of topics, and that's all we looking for as the stuff we can agree on, because we all gonna be able to find something we disagree on. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's that. Jack Johnson, the UN is in session. Uh, I'm not sure if that UN is in session right now, and there's no one there to represent the adjective black people, human beings, our nouns. I have no clue what you're talking about. And the, like I said, the fact that you keep texting and texting stuff that don't make no sense to me, I might have to just ignore you. I don't want to block you because I really want you to be able to show up, but you claiming that you don't know how to get on here. I don't really believe that, but I'm gonna put you in timeout for a minute. Um, salute, salute. Salute guys, same page, different levels. What is that? I'm not sure what you're responding to on that one. Leatherface, salute, salute. Um, we at war. This is wartime, and like I said, the most important agreement or understanding or foundation or unity is male female relationship in the home. Anybody that can't hold a relationship together on your terms, if you're the man, it has to be on your terms, according to your leadership, your way, your belief system, right? You are supposed to be the head, not somebody else can do things their way when they with you. Because once things get really hot, then they're already using, they don't believe in your judgment. They don't trust your judgment. They don't believe in your way. Y'all are just placemats. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what the other person, well, you do know because they already showing you what they're going to do. But when things really get hot, whatever way they really believe is going to be displayed. It's going to come out. You know what I mean? So, MCT, dang, how do people not know how to use their devices in 2024? Right. Claiming that they can't get on, they don't know how to hit a link. They don't know how to click on a link and get over here. Hey, they say I gotta take them at their word. Chris Johnson, I would make a great leader with great leadership. Why is that, Chris? Not saying you wouldn't. I'm sure we all would if we do what is was necessary. But why would you? Why are you saying you would make a great leader with great leadership? Because what? Because your qualifications or your track record is what? Let the people know, because we need leaders, right? I guess, or we need leadership. And the best leaders are students. The best leaders are the best followers. The best followers are the best leaders. Did y'all know that? The best students are the best teachers. The best followers are the best leaders. You can't be a best leader if you wasn't a best follower. You can't be a best teacher if you wasn't a best student. Impossible. Impossible. They go hand in hand. Chris, salute, salute. Definitely some thought-provoking questions and answers, man. Yeah, I mean, these is stuff that stumped me, you know what I'm saying, before I, got into the nation. These is all real questions. These are real foundational, fundamental, foundational questions, especially now at the time where we all lawless and we can't We can't tell our own women nothing. We can't even tell our girl or daughters nothing. Nobody's listening to nobody. Oh, we know where this is headed. This is a whole big crash and burn generation, and we already know what's about to happen with this. So you might want to get with or test. You might want to take this like little quiet, calm before the storm time to test the people that claim that they're with you or they're under your leadership, and test them with disappointment, test them with stress, with trials, with tribulations, and see. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell them you testing them, but you might want to do that right now to see what their reaction or what their response is going to be before it's an actual, it's not a simulation, it's an actual real-time crisis. And they fold or they break on you or whatever, they desert you in the worst possible time. You might want to start running them tests. You know what I mean? You might want to start running them tests, them value tests, to see what your value is to them, because you might think they value you more than they really do. They might not value you as much as you think they do. You might not be as valuable to them as you think you are. You might want to start running them tests. You know what I'm saying? And even if they are, they ain't, you have to know your own value when it comes to warfare and knowing this beast and this enemy and how they attacking and how they are coming at us. Meaning, if you got if you got a woman, if you're a black man, black or brown or indigenous, and you got a woman and you in America and she don't believe the same thing you believe, she don't believe that God is the same God you believe, she don't believe the devil is the same devil you believe. Because if she don't believe the same God, she don't believe the same devil. You say the devil is this particular character or identified character, she gonna be like, no, the devil is a spirit or spook, or the devil is just a feeling or force or entity. Like, so when you really got your back to the wall and the devil is on y'all, she's not gonna be aiming for the real devil. She's gonna be praying against the devil or something, I guess. I don't know, catching the Holy Ghost or something. I don't know. So y'all might want to start running these last little tests, these last little drills before the actual real-time situations crack all the way off. Eduardo, what's up, brother Ken? Much love and respects. Likewise, Uncle E, 60 from Sao Paulo. Yeah, for sure. Salute. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Salute, Eduardo. Much love and respect to you also. Virtuoso, what's your thoughts on those who say women are smarter than men? They would be ruling. If that was true, they would be ruling, right? Because that's why lions and tigers and bears and sharks and whales and hippos and rhinos, elephants, all these big animals that could eat us, crocodiles, alligators, the reason why they don't rule us and we rule them, even though they're bigger than us and stronger than us and they can eat us, is because we're smarter than them. This is how we prove that we're smarter than them, because we rule them. They don't rule us. If women were smarter than men, they would be ruling men. They wouldn't be complaining about rights and being oppressed and their voices silenced, and they would be ruling us. So that's proof that that's false. Women or females might mature faster than males, but women being smarter than men, nah, that's false. That's false. Salamanua, submission. Everything can be proven. That's the beauty of real life, like real life and real people. Any concepts, any questions can be proven. Women are smarter than men. What is the proof? Where's the proof that women are smarter than men? I will wait. I got my notepad out. I love to learn this new information. Give me some new information because I have yet to see that proven. And even with the well, I ain't got to go into that. But yeah, who will we mind? Who should we mind? Who should we obey? Who do we obey? Who should we obey? Who will we obey? Who do we obey? And why? And why not? Because we obeying somebody. We're minding somebody, ain't we? Is it because of money? Is money the factor that makes us respect and submit and obey and mind and let somebody else control us and we obey them? We submit to them. Is it money? Man, sure seemed like it. It sure seems like, at least temporarily, we'll do that temporarily until we see that money really don't really cut it. Yeah, I was submitting to this dude because he had the bag. You know what I'm saying? I let him control me temporarily. I submitted, obeyed, and played this little role until I saw his character. He was a lame. He just was a rich lame. He was a rich lame dummy. He was a fool. He was weak. He was this. He was that. Yeah. So money didn't do it for you, did it? But then you got men over here that don't got the big bag, but they got all them other qualities. They got wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength, respect, soldier, warrior. And the reason they don't got money is because they're outnumbered by the suckers and weirdos and freaks that do all that lame stuff, that print the money and keep the money in them weird circles. They keep the money in a weird little circle, fraternal circles, weirdo community circles. But that's where all the luxury and the Birkin bags and the red bottoms and the foreign cars and the trips and all of that is at. Over there in them weirdo circles where the bag is. And you know, once they get in there, they see that's what it is. But by then, now you done tainted your little soul with the weirdos. You done got spoiled by the weirdos, and it's gonna take you a certain amount of years to figure out that you tripped. And by the time you're ready to clean your life up or get with a real one don't want you. The real men don't want you. Leatherface, behind every great man is a woman. I don't know about that. I don't know about behind, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you mean. With every great man is a woman, is a great woman. With every great man is a great woman. With every great man. With every great woman is a great man. Virtuoso, yeah, just like strippers, just because they got money don't mean anything, right? The most wealthiest people on the planet are the wickedest, are the most wicked, right? The billionaires, the multi-billionaires, the multi-millionaires, the majority of them, 90, probably 98 point whatever, maybe more, 99% of them is wicked, right? Show me a righteous billionaire. Show me a righteous billionaire that don't got no weirdo crimes under their belt. That don't got no blood on their hands. Show me one. So if you're trying to stay a virgin, meaning of certain crimes, a virgin in certain crimes, then you're not gonna never become no multi-billionaire in this world. Not in this world. You gotta wait till this world is broken. You gotta wait till this world is collapsing. because that's the whole gatekeeper law and code of this world. No, don't let no real one, no righteous ones in. You know who would have been a billionaire by now? I don't know if y'all know, is your favorite president. Yes, we can. If the president is black, my president is black. Barack Obama, he is the one that was used to stop Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam from being billionaires, billionaire organizations, and billionaires. He did that. So what happened to our best friend in Africa? What happened to Muammar Gaddafi? Who got rid of him? What face was used? What first black president, African president, his own African brother was used to take out Muammar Gaddafi, who was in the process of finishing and finalizing the African Union with their own currency backed by the wealth of Libya, pure gold dinar, the currency backed by the wealth of Libya, all the resources, all the gas, oil, gold, diamonds, all of that he pledged to back the black man and woman of North America by way of Minister Farrakhan. Already tried to initially, send the Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam an initial $1 billion. Who stopped it? Who stopped it? So show me a righteous billionaire in this world, or especially in America, I should say. Show me a righteous billionaire in America, especially. Kelly Torrance, salute Cam. Question for you. My son in the feds started his process in Islamic religion, and I referred him to your channel. He's very enlightened by you. I appreciate you, man. Peace to you, Kelly, and salute to your son. Definitely praying for him now. Thank you for bringing that to my attention and our attention. Salute, young king, young bro, God bro. Yeah, just stay on it. This is your nature. This is your information. I'm your brother. Keep your head up. Keep your chest out. You don't have to be a tough guy. Stay humble. Stay low. Study. Use this time to enlighten yourself. Use this time to purify your mind and all that good stuff. Make the most of the hell, because it is hell, but you can turn it into something else that's going to benefit everybody that go through the same thing you're going through. Leatherface. This proverb indicates that behind the man's success, there's often a woman who supported him, whether this woman is a mother, wife, sister, or even a friend. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen regardless. But yeah, that's we wouldn't be here if that's the case. If it's a mother, behind every man is a mother. We couldn't be here and shit if we didn't have a woman, a mother. So come on now, we gotta be Kelly, he's within his steps right now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is the time, man. Sometimes prison, all of the best of us, prophets and messengers and Messiah have been imprisoned. So quite often that's where, God might preserve us at and save us from being deleted or taken out in these streets. A lot of times that we get, locked up or have to sit down, or we get, some of us might get injured or wounded in warfare or battle, or you might get ailments or illnesses or diseases or whatever, something that's going to sit you down, that's going to sit us down for a little while. That's God actually having mercy on us. That's saving us from something worse. And a lot of us don't look at it like that, especially if you're there, you're not going to really see it like that. You just got to focus on, getting through it day to day or hour by hour or whatever. But hindsight, for those that you have already reached a certain age or whatever, then you see that that's God's way a lot of times of protecting us from something worse. It's like an example in the Quran about um, um, a wicked king or wicked pirate or king or whatever that was on the river, and it was some poor righteous people that worked on the river, had like little river boats, and God sent this wise man that Moses had to travel with and learn from. He sent him to put a hole in this righteous man's boat. Little farmer, little who made his living, little poor man on the river that's trying to fish and whatever. He put a hole in his boat and sunk his boat. And Moses didn't understand that instruction, and he started judging the wise man and cursing the wise man. And the wise man told him after it was all said and done, I only intended to damage the boat because behind him on the river was a king that seized all boats by force, by violence. And I only intended to damage it. And then once the king passed by, he wouldn't see the boat. And then he could just pull the boat back up and patch it up and continue, his livelihood. So some of us that get sat down or get injured or get, you know, ailment, some kind of illness or whatever, that a lot of time that's God putting a hole in our boat to save us from some worse plots and plans that some enemies or some ops might really have for us that's way worse than what we suffering right now. So don't take so-called misfortune or tribulations or ailments or afflictions the wrong way. As long as you stay with God, then He gonna make it a plus. He gonna make whatever we suffer a plus, not just for us, but people that we love and people that's coming behind us. So it's all about how we judge things. Don't judge it emotionally as evil, or you know what I'm saying. Even if we know we did something wrong, that's still a mercy. We probably should have been laid down for it. But if God give us mercy and let us still be alive, I'd rather sit down than lay down. I'd rather have to sit down behind a wall than lay down in the dirt. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. What time is? Oh man, I've been going more than an hour. What else? What else? I guess that's it, man. Unless y'all got some more questions or comments, I'm gonna put this link in the chat one more time. I know it's Sunday, so I'm just trying to give some little Sunday school thought-provoking topics that we could talk about, or you can talk about among each other. Hit the like button, like and share and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell, so when I do be going live, which is every day now, that you can get the notification. To try to keep up some real thought-provoking, potent subjects, taboo subjects, elephant in the room subjects, controversial subjects. Because we attracted to that. We like the fight. We like the beef. We want the controversy, but I'd rather give you the controversy that's healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the warfare, but I want to just be with the warfare against the right enemy. I want to be feeding into the whole little mess that everybody else is feeding into. I'm with the warfare. It's wartime, but I'm just trying to make us focus on the real enemy, going to war with the real enemy, not each other. And even if it's us, even if we ops, that's not the real enemy. Any person that's black or indigenous or brown or Mexican that disagree with me or I'm debating with or whatever, that's still not my enemy. I don't want to destroy you. I'm just going to do my best to prove my point. You know what I'm saying? Beyond a shadow of a doubt. So, if you get in your feelings about it, you might see me as your enemy, but I'm not ever going to see you as my enemy. Not like that. Not the natural enemy. On a roll, salute. There you go. Man, so what time is it? I guess I'll be on here 15 more minutes. I got 15 more minutes. Give me a subject. Give me a subject, man. Give me a subject other than the usual. I don't want to talk about the Diddy. I don't want to talk about the politics. I really be on this relationship stuff. This relationship stuff is the most important. The relationship, identifying who the real God is, because it's Sunday school. The relationship with the real God and being able to identify exactly what your real God is. Is it a spirit, a human, or something else? And then your relationship with the opposite sex, because your relationship with whatever God is going to determine the quality of your relationship with the opposite sex, which is going to determine your quality of relationship with a family, because all of that's going to get built on whatever your belief in God is, or whoever you believe God is. Everything you build is going to be built on that. Salamu, how will the election outcome affect the world in a positive or negative? Oh, it's going to be negative regardless. Without going into detail, it's going to be negative regardless. The U.S. election, regardless of who gets elected, is going to be negative. Powerhouse. Speaking of that, this just hit my radar. Rapper Cassidy made a diss track called "No Diddy." That's lame. That's lame. Why you make one while he was free or whatever? That's in my opinion, that's just like somebody making a song called F Suge Knight, or I'll slap the ish out of Suge Knight. Why are you making it now when he in jail? So I ain't with that. Why not no Disney? Why not no Lucian Grange? No Clive Davis? Why no Diddy? That's lame to me. And it's late. That's way late. So to me, that's just people that's desperate for attention, in my opinion. Ain't nobody calling out these people, boy. Yeah, I sure would like to hear it. It's 2024, so if we still rapping, why not rap against a real enemy? Why hit a soft target that's already on the ground, that's already down? You're gonna kick him while he down. That's weak. That's weak to me. Muscle Milk Brother Cam, what can we do to reach our youth? It depends. Our offspring youth, or the youth in our community? If it's the youth in our community, go to where they at. Go to where they at. Find out what they into and speak that language. If they into money, then come speaking the money language. If they into girls, come speaking the girl language. And if they into fighting, come speak the fighting language. No. Go where they at. Speak their language. Mustafa Jacob, what is true Islam? Islam means submission. So I don't know what is fake Islam. Like, Islam means Islam. I don't understand that question. What does Islam mean? Islam means submission. Submission to truth. They add submission to the will of Allah, but the will of Allah is the righteous laws of nature, is truth, the provable creation, the laws of provable creation, submission to the truthful, provable laws of righteousness, creation, the laws of creation. That's righteousness. Kelly Torrance, what's the difference between bro last name ending with an X versus bro last name ending with Bay behind them? Most likely, if it's Bay, that means that's somebody that identifies as being a Moor. A Moor. They both practice Islam. They both recognize Islam, but Moors are a little more heavily into political law, the law of nationality, the law of identity and sovereignty and whatnot. The X is NOI, Nation of Islam. And X with us represents the unknown, meaning we acknowledging that the former slave last name that we've been wearing is not our real name, and we don't know what our real name is. So we put an X there because we Xing out that former slave master last name, and we acknowledging that we don't know what our name is and that we are awaiting a name from our Savior that's going to give us a name, a holy name himself, after God, a name of God. So Muhammad is generally the general name of God that we wear, but we also get um, first name, holy names like Abdul Rahman or Abdul Malik or Abdul such and such Muhammad. So that's the difference. I hope that's uh, answered the question. Islam means submission to God through monotheism, submission to Him through obedience, humility, and submission. It just means submission. The literal definition of Islam just means submission. We just add to the will of God, but it literally just means submission. Islam means submission. And Muslim is one who submits. Yeah. Powerhouse, they never dissing the real enemy. Right. That's why I'd be glad, man. I'm thankful that I go on record, that I'm on record, dissing the real enemy, whether it's music, in the streets, in real life, on podcasts, on YouTube. I love the fact that God, the Most High, Allah, allow me to have a track record of dissing the real enemy when it's dangerous, when it don't, when it's not popular, when it counts. Because now once, Babylon come crumbling down and everybody want to act like they was always with it. I mean, that's cool. I guess you get points, I guess, no matter when you jump on board, but uh, uh on a roll, how can we curb the radical materialism in the Black community? I don't know, because we're material beings, so I don't know exactly what you mean by materialism. You talking about luxury stuff? Like, I'm not sure I understand that question, because we material. We're radically material beings. We're really made out of real material, so we require material. So I'm not really sure what you're asking. Brother Nasir, salute to you. Um, what's not material? I'm trying to think, because if you want love and respect, that you still want that from material people, and that still is displayed or demonstrated through material people, through material displays. Material might be vocal, audible. I respect you. I hear you. Yes, sir, I'll do that. Or yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different, it's different demonstrations, I guess, of it. Okay, yeah, that's better. See, it's getting a little dark out here. Yeah, we material beings though. But maybe you mean just the foolishness, the unnecessary stuff like luxury stuff, trinkets, jewelry, cars, that type of stuff. I mean, if we never had it, might be obsessed with always getting it. That was the motivation that our parents and society taught us to strive for, you know, to strive for whatever we want out of life, so we can get these materials. That's the program that we was programmed with. I guess maybe um allowing us to get it, maybe us being allowed to actually get the material and see that it's not satisfying like that, or um exposing the enemies and how they using us and have been using us as tools and slaves and robbing us so they can enjoy those luxuries. So maybe that would put a emotional battery in our back for retaliation against them, so we can see that you know the priority should be dealing with them that been robbing us for 400 years before we supposed to be trying to go get their material, because they can just keep robbing us. Even though if we going after the material and we ain't dealing with the enemy that's robbing us, then they can keep robbing us. So first things first, as a soldier, let's deal with this enemy so that when we get our material or we get our luxury, that they can't rob us. They can't keep robbing us of it. So it's just a first things first thing, I think. Mustafa, Jacob, what are your thoughts on Israel and the ongoing conflict in the Middle East? That's going to lead to what it's leading to now, the the all out war in the Middle East. It's going to engulf all of the Middle East, Iran, Iraq, you know, all of Syria, all of the surrounding, Arabia, Mecca, Arabia, all of that is going to cause the collapse in war of the Middle East and the current powers or whatever in the Middle East. All of that's prophesied, already predicted to be destroyed and come down. So that's going uh, according to schedule. That's going as written. Orlando's basically black men fail. That's why we're materialistic. Black men stop producing. That's true. It's truth to that. But why did we stop producing? Who taught us? Who raised us? Who raised us? How did black men fail? Who raised black men to be men? Who hindered us? Who hindered us from our fathers or from a black male example in our own household? Who hindered us from respecting our fathers, our biological fathers, the way that we supposed to? Because we can't just point the finger at the result, at the product, at the effect. Let's look at the cause of that. But basically, black men failed. That's why we're materialistic. Black men stopped producing. Why did we stop producing? Did slavery have anything to do with it? Did a conscious plan by the enslavers that targeted the males to delete the males, wipe out the males, and spare and spoil the females have anything to do with it? Producing what? What did we used to produce that we don't produce no more? When did we produce it? Did we produce it at any time in America in the last 400 years, or did we produce it before we was brought to America? What did we stop producing? So my job is to drive everything back to the cause. Let's drive it all back to the root, to the cause, not to the effect, not to the symptoms, not to the product. Let's drive it back to the cause of the product. That's where we're gonna find success. That's where we're gonna find the jackpot. That's where we're gonna unlock these parts of our brain that have been asleep for thousands of years, thousands of years. Is getting to the cause. Once you find the cause, then you know what to do. That's called reverse engineering. Once you find the cause of a disease, guess what? Guess what? When you find the cause of a disease, guess what that means? Guess what that also means? Oh, this virus or this germ or this bacteria causes this disease. Guess what that means? Guess what you know now? when you know what causes something, guess what you know now? But we don't want to deal with the cause. We want to just focus on the effect, focus on the symptom, and run to the pharmaceutical industry and treat the symptom, but never cure the cause. Never cure it. We used to cure things. Now we only treat them. Now we only, come back. We come back customers. Leatherface 84. I'm from the Middle East. We believe now World War III will start or start. Yeah, it has. It has started. And it's only going to widen. It's only going to engulf the whole earth because Israel has nuclear weapons and Israel is already taunting Iran. They done already, launched whatever they launched on Iran and got rid of some of the leaders of such and such. So now Russia is backing up Iran. Iran allegedly don't have no nuclear weapons, but Russia do. So Russia now is taking up for Iran against Israel and Ukraine and all that. So it's on and cracking. It has begun. Mustafa, am I a Muslim brother? Yes, I am a Muslim brother. I'm a Muslim brother in the Nation of Islam under the leadership of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I am a Muslim brother. Yeah. And it was, man, hour and a half already? Yeah. Any questions about that? Anybody got any questions about the Nation of Islam, the suit and bow tie Muslim, the Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad type Muslims? It's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? You can ask me anything you want about that. That's interesting. That's a very informative and important subject, especially like I said, it's Sunday and we're talking about Sunday school topics, especially the topics of God, the Most High, whoever we think God is, or whatever we think God is. That's what we really need to identify. Is nothing more important than identifying exactly who and what and where God is. Allah. Shark Arrow. Can I get up there? Absolutely. Here's the link. There's a StreamYard link right there, StreamYard.com. Just click on that link and you'll be up here immediately, Shark Arrow. And in the meantime, like I said, anybody else with any kind of question about that you always wanted to ask somebody in the nation or ask about the teachings of the nation, or what do y'all believe, or what do y'all say this, what do y'all believe about UFOs, what do y'all believe about life and death, what do y'all believe about the devil, what do y'all believe about War of Armageddon or angels or spirits, any of those questions, you're free to ask. Powerhouse, you still intend on selling some bean pies on your website? Yeah. That just ain't been a priority. I just have to be reminded about it. I'd be so busy trying to share, actual warfare, vital information that I'll be forgetting to even promote any products. I got a sale still going on right now on this ionic colloidal silver. Ionic colloidal silver. If you see what that says. So that's westcoastcam.com. westcoastcam.com. Matter of fact, let me put that in the chat. And y'all free to check that out. But Yeah, I'd be so busy just trying to help us prepare for this warfare stuff. You know, these survival needs that we're gonna have in order to get through what's coming, which is mental information, physical information, being able to identify the enemies and how they're going to be coming at us and how they're using us, how they're deceiving us. So, you know, real vital wartime information. So I'll be slipping and forgetting on the promoting products. Mike Zoom. In Illinois, they passed I guess a law or a bill that illegals can be law enforcement officers or agents or something like that. I seen a couple of articles about that a couple of days ago. So I didn't know if it was accurate, but I saw it like on Fox News. Or I saw it on a reputable news, you know, something that they wouldn't be lying about that. And they were saying that I forgot the number of actual law enforcement. They didn't say police officers, but they said law enforcement personnel or officials or in law enforcement or something like that, and they was illegal. They wasn't even citizens. Yeah, Buddy B, is the album with Battle Cat still on the way? I don't know. I don't know. You know, the songs are still there, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been done. It's been done. So I don't, that's a good question. I wish I could give you an answer because that's involving personalities and feelings and politics of people in the industry. So I don't know. But I'm still making music, but as far as that specific album being released as an album, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna release songs, but I don't know if it's gonna be a whole album. Mhm. Powerhouse. I remember watching the show Unsolved Mysteries. They did an episode on UFOs saying it was aliens. Absolutely lie. Absolutely lying. Absolute lie. King is cash. Peace, peace to the God. Yeah. Um, we are taught there are people on other planets in our solar system. There are people on Mars and several other of the planets. Um, and we are also taught in the nation. Um, Honorable Elijah Muhammad was the first one really teaching on this, and he was teaching on this whole UFO topic or this big mother wheel in the 30s, in the 1930s, and the United States government raided the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home and the temple and confiscated his notes and his schematics and certain drawings and whatever of this particular UFO that he'd been teaching that Master Fard Muhammad designed and built, and that's above our heads, and that's the ones that they say above top secret. Um, and I'm saying that to say is that he's the one, Master Fard Muhammad is the one that sent down so-called UFO in Roswell, New Mexico, and other places around the world to give these devil governments a peek into his technology and a peek into the heavens and give them a boost, give them something to back engineer to hurry up and advance their technological abilities so they can hurry up and try to make war with him and with each other. So he gave them that technology. So according to the Roswell stories, that there was alien bodies on the wheel that he sent down. They claim they shot it down or something. Whatever they say, they claim it crashed. They don't crash. They don't crash. If they crashed, they were sent down. And if there was any alien, quote unquote, alien bodies, then that was Master Farad Muhammad showing proof that there are people from, other planets that probably, if that happened, the only way I see that being true, if there was any bodies from another planet, is that he put them there and they, submitted to live the last days or whatever of their life, on that wheel to be sent here as proof that this man, Master Fard Muhammad, told the truth. You know what I mean? What he taught Elijah Muhammad, what Elijah Muhammad taught us about there being life on other planets, including Mars, even though they're lying to us, saying that they sent probes to Mars and all this, and there ain't no life there. Why would you go? Why would you waste billions and billions of dollars and having cameras if you really believe that there's no life there? So it's possible just for, Master Fard Muhammad to show and prove that he is the God and he is the God of all of these planets and the life on them and the people on them. So it's possible that, some of our people from other planets, it was an honor for them to be used in the interest of this holy wise God's science proof that they exist. So they allowed themselves to be sent down here and showed us that that the God is the God. So that's just something to think about. Malik.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, peace to you.
Peace.
What's on your mind, Malik?
Nah, I've been listening to you. I'm younger too. I'm about 26.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Honestly, I've been dealing with everything you didn't say. To be honest with you, yeah, my mom, she wasn't really there like that. My dad wasn't either. So I've been kind of in like an in between road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I'm trying to figure stuff out, but everybody judging me at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, where nobody don't understand. Like nobody never told me how to do anything.
Man,
yeah,
I totally understand. I totally understand it.
It's like I'm figuring out things as I go while being judged. You know,
right. Yeah. What's your biggest stress right now? Like if you could pick out
honestly,
one thing.
my biggest stress right now is just the fact that I can't get on my two legs. You know,
Talking about financially.
yeah, because I nobody never taught me how to drive.
Right.
So this whole time I've been like throwing myself here and there, and I've always been caught in a whirlwind behind that, you know.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, it's kind of like because I'm on somebody else's time, they take advantage of that, you know.
Yeah. What about like job stuff? Like the job market is too hard or
Right now, where I'm at, because I'm down south, honestly, it just moves slow down here. That's
yeah.
the main issue down here. It just moves slow. But see, when I was going across the country, it's kind of like I was thrown out here, you know.
Yeah.
Like the people around me knew I didn't know that I needed. They knew that I didn't know what I need to know, you know, and they
Yeah.
still threw me out here.
Right. You got any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I talked to my sister earlier, but our relationship, because I'm from like a broken family,
Yeah.
you know how that relationship is, you know.
Yeah.
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 Our relationship ain't as solid. I haven't had a consistency with her for her to actually come through, and it's understandable. It's understandable.
Right. What do you like to do? Is any specific thing you like to do that you can get that you want to get?
Honestly, at this point, since I just been stuck in the house. Honestly, I just want to move forward in life. You know,
Yeah.
like I want to move on with my life because for too long I was arguing with people and I was stressed out about like relationship stuff, but I was never moving forward. And come to find out, everything stayed in the same place it was at. You know,
You thought you were
like
missing out on something
yeah,
and you
I
wasn't.
thought I was no,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So what you like to do though? What's some of the stuff you like
Honestly,
to do?
right now, honestly, I've been in here reading. So honestly, I just want to go to a museum,
Uh,
go to anywhere just to get up out of here,
like you on house arrest or something?
Yeah, that's what it feel like.
I mean,
Like
what
I'm
is
not
it?
no, I'm stuck. Like honestly, I'm stuck. Like
Like
honest with you, I'm stuck because how it is it's one thing that I don't have the license, but it's because I'm in the country where it matters. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm just stuck in the crib. That's really what's going. Like I'm just stuck.
You ain't got no homies, no homeboys or nothing?
They all flawed, man.
Mm,
And when I go out, that's the thing too that I think that aggravated me the last time I went out is that every time I leave, I'm having to spend crazy amounts of money just to leave.
yeah,
I'm giving bros money. I done paid my cousin's rent the whole nine.
yeah,
Yeah. And it always come down to something like that to where I'm getting asked to pay for something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You don't got no children?
No, no.
Uh, well, that's a plus. That mean that's
Yeah.
yeah. So you can move around
Yeah.
even though you feel like you stuck. You ain't that stuck.
Yeah.
You ain't got another little human life relying on you yet.
I mean, but I ain't gonna lie. For a time though, with my mom, cause I've been stuck around like 4 women. It felt like they were trying to get back at me for something.
Uh,
Like it felt like there was some sick revenge being played.
is your pop still in your life? He's still alive?
Yeah, I talked to him earlier. Yeah, he it's just he's not as present as he should be, if that makes sense. I've had to accept that, but
Yeah.
he's not present.
How old are you right now? You said
26.
26.
Yes, sir.
So he wasn't there growing up
Yeah,
for you.
he wasn't there. And then when he was there, it seemed like he was bullying me too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long was your parents together, or was they ever together?
I don't even know. Honestly, I don't think so.
All
The way
right,
their relationship is, because yeah, the way their relationship is, I don't think so.
all right, right.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because she don't even feel comfortable calling him and talking to him. So that's the problem with me in itself. But no, they couldn't have been together. They were just sleeping with each other.
Right, right. Yeah, you got to call it what it is. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's how most of us got here.
yeah,
So we
yeah,
really like orphans, even though our
yeah,
parents is alive, but they really kind of like not when it comes to being there the way we need them.
yeah.
So
I'm
we
only
got to.
looking away because my back is messed up. That's the reason why. But I'm listening to you.
No,
I
it's
just
all
want to
good.
let you know that.
Nah, you good. It's all good, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they
So,
weren't there because that's how I feel. Like when I'm gone,
uh,
people be more or less surprised by what I don't know. And I'm just like, the people that were there, they were there in the wrong ways.
yeah.
Like they weren't there in life when it mattered.
Well, I mean, you still alive. You still
Yeah,
young. You got
yeah,
a gang of action in life ahead of you. So, what I'm saying, as long as you're aware of that now, you can start with you. Like
yeah,
we all orphans, so we can't really rely on no parents or
yeah,
no parental type of influence. We got to start with us. So it seemed rough and it's gonna be rough in the beginning, but once you stand, like you said, you standing on your own too, just
yeah,
by acknowledging it.
yeah,
Just the fact you acknowledging it, that's half the battle. And then you're gonna have to figure out, okay, I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but
yeah,
I'm gonna have to just do something, something righteous, not no
yeah,
illegal
yeah.
wild
I
stuff,
understand
but
what you're saying.
yeah, just find something to do that you could just get up every morning and do it. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Even if it's, you
And I
know,
think that's the only thing because I have not been able to do anything at all.
for health reasons.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
For health reasons, because of your health or something.
no, because everything is I've really got people in control of my life to a degree. Because I'm telling you this because last year I had a skin infection. It became a real issue, and I got in an argument with my mom, and she wouldn't come help me.
Right. Well, that's a health issue then, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So where are you at now with that health
It,
issue? Like do you got
it's better.
treatment or do you know what to do with it or what?
No, I'm still waiting to figure that out, honestly. Just
Right.
because I haven't been able to go to a doctor on my own.
Right.
So I'm waiting on that, honestly, because I don't know.
Well, man, hit me on
Mhm.
my DM. Do you on IG? You got IG?
I'll make one. They hit
Yeah,
you
hit
up
me
on.
on my IG at West Coast Cam, and then we'll just
Okay.
holler on one-on-one, so I can see maybe I can help you with
Okay.
some.
So when I hit you up, do you want me to like the
Just say this is
anything?
Malik from YouTube.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a made up online account. I want you to let you know
Yeah,
my name is
that's cool.
Amir.
You can make up an online make up that same name on IG, and you ain't got
Okay.
to tell me your real name, man.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
bro. Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm familiar with that scenario. I'm familiar with our young brothers that's raised up by women and raised up around girls and been influenced by girls and probably took advantage of by certain females or even by some males. So, you know, but that's a diamond in the rough. That's a diamond in the making. That's a soldier and a warrior, in the making. So, you just got to be there for them. Like a lot of times, this stuff you can't deal with it on no public forum. You got to deal with it one on one. One on one. If you can get to them one on one, Jesus was just one person. Muhammad was just one person. Moses was just one person. Abraham was just one person. Mary or Maryam was only just one person. So you don't know what that brother great potential is or purpose or what he gonna fulfill in life. So it's always a blessing to be able to help or at least be some kind of positive influence in another, God person life. You know what I'm saying? Once you already balling and doing your thing, then okay, but that's just the level that I like to help if I can help on with everybody else leave you for dead. Like, okay, I'm Mr. Underdog or Under God. Cam the Under God. uh-huh. Kelly Torrance leadership. I followed over the years, Brother Cam, Brother B. Hemmett, Brother Panic, I don't know, Brother D. Blair, Brother P. Valentine, just to name a few. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a student of everybody, but I'm a follower of Farrakhan. But I'm a student of everybody. Chaos, salute, chaos. I have to get off of here in like 7 minutes, but I'll come back. I'll get back on, but I'm gonna check and see if young bro um tap in or not. But yeah, man, Sunday school campaign trail. We don't love pain, you know what I'm saying, but we dealing with it. So no pain, no gain. That's why it's called the campaign trail. It's not called the camp pleasure trail or the camp party trail. It's called the campaign trail because we are suffering. We are suffering. In most cases, it's undeserved suffering. So undeserved suffering feels like a curse, but it's really the setup for blessings. Undeserved suffering is redemptive. That's how you redeem people because you've been through what they going through, or you still going through what they going through, and it don't seem like you should deserve to have to go through it. That's how you reach people in the mud or in hell. So many of us don't want to get dirty. We used to be in the dirt, but we don't want to reach back in the dirt and pull our people out or get back in the dirt and push them up. Sometimes you got to get under them to push them up. Like I know how to get out the dirt. I've been out the dirt before, over and over. So especially our young ones that ain't never been up yet, get your ass in the mud and help them get up. You know how to wash that shit off. But no, we too holy, or we too clean, or I got other things to do, or I got a life now. It's my time. Nobody help me up. Like, all right, well, you stay there. I'll do it. By God's permission, I'll do it. I'll do my part. Mustafa Jacob, are you familiar with chapter 4, 147 in the Quran? Could you tell me your exegesis? 4 is Nisa, El Nisa, but I don't know. Let me see. You said 4, 157. Let me find it real quick. 4, 157. And for their saying, indeed, we killed the Messiah, Isa, son of Mary, or Mariam, the messenger of Allah, and they killed him not for certain, nor did they cause his death on the cross. But he was made to appear as such. That's referring to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Messiah is here in North America. So they thought that they killed him. The Messiah comes at the end of the world. The Messiah, Isa, or the Messiah was not born or 2,000 years ago or 2025 or 24 years ago. The Messiah comes at the end of the world. And the Messiah came here in the great Satan, the land of the great Shaitan, which is North America, where his captive people, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the mystery Babylon, the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, Rome, Egypt, that's America. So this is where the God in person showed up and spoke to Moses, or Musa, the modern fulfillment of Musa, face to face, as a man speak to his friend, and he couldn't speak well. He had a speech impediment. And if you know anything about the history of Elijah Muhammad, he did not speak well. He only had a third grade education. 19, early 1900, deep South, slave third grade education. So he did not speak well. So when God chose him, he feared that, the people would not respect him or understand his words because he didn't speak well. He had a stammering tongue. And so he asked the God that chose him, give me a helper from my own people that speaks eloquently, that can make the people understand my word, and send us both. So God in person chose his Messiah, which is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and his helper, or his Aaron, is Farrakhan. So that is the meaning of he was made to appear dead, but they killed him not for certain. But Allah raised him to himself, exalted him to himself. While, if you know anything about the Torah, it says that while Allah exalted Moses, he made Moses into a God himself. He made Moses into a God. And then he made Aaron his prophet, messenger. So that's the Torah. Yes, Mustafa. The Quran is also prophecy. It's from a prophet. Prophet Muhammad is a prophet. So he's not a historian. We don't call him the historian Muhammad, peace be upon him. We call him Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. That means what he's saying and doing is for prophetic reasons. He existed back then, 1,400 years ago, but the things that he spoke of, he referred to the Torah and the gospel. He referred to the books of prophecy. So those stories, it's not no new stories in the Quran. The Quran just verifies the stories and the prophets of the Bible. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here real quick. It's 2 hours, and then I'll come back after I take care of this family business. All right. Hit the like button though. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll be back shortly.